Good morning. It is now 30 minutes past 8 the next day after we took the grill out. I've got the grill and I've got the trim piece that I want to black out. So now comes the boring part where it's the case I've got to rub this down, and then we'll go from there. So I'm not going to bore you with it, to be honest, because I know how boring this sort of stuff is. I might do a couple of little bits and pieces to camera, but we'll see where we go from there. So I'm going to spend some time rubbing this down, and while I'm spending the time rubbing this down, it'd be really great if you guys could like and subscribe the video. Since we did the Transit, the 2024 Transit Custom makeover, if you like, and put the aero kit on, and we did a few other bits and pieces to it. Since then, the channel's blown up. Basically, I went from having 45 or 48 subscribers, and now I think I'm on about 312, I think, something like that. So I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe the video. Have a look at the other videos on there if you can, and we'll try and do a few more on it. So yeah, if while I'm doing this, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, liking and subscribing, that'd help the channel on. I'm aiming for 500 subscribers. So if I can get 500 subscribers, I will be absolutely over the moon. I mean, I'm over the moon now. I went from 40 something to now 300 and whatever. So I'd really appreciate if you could. So hit that button for me. That'll be great. Okay, so it's probably been about an hour and 20 minutes, I suppose, to go over the top of this. I've gone over this in 400 grit. I'm now going to drop it down to 1200. It was only the 400 just basically just to get the texture off of the plastic. So now I'm going to go to 1200, just flatten off what I've done. I'm going to go over the badge as well with 1200 nice and lightly, because I'm going to spray that as well. I'm pretty sure I saw another YouTube video somewhere that the guy had sprayed straight over the top, because this is slightly embossed. So even if I go over the top in a gloss black, I think you're still going to be able to see it. And it looked quite good when he did it, so I'm hoping to do the same. So I'm just going to go over this nice and light, and then I'm going to go over this piece with a 1200 as well. This piece nice and light. This is the bit that goes over the top of the bumper, over the top of the grill. And to be honest, you only see literally the chrome strip, a tiny bit at the bottom. But I'm going to do the top, go over that with a bit of 1200, and I'm going to grey primer that before I gloss all of this as well, just so that when you open the bonnet, that it doesn't look stupid. So I'm going to get on with going over this in the 1200 now, scraping this up, and then I'm going to nip out, get some more grey primer, come back, give this a clean, dry it out, and then I'm hoping that Ben's going to be here from Pro Valeting Detailing. He said that he's going to have a quick look at it, just make sure that he's okay with it. And then once I get the go ahead from Ben, then basically I can start primering it and maybe get the first coat of black gloss on. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Okay, so next stage is basically a degrease, a clean down degrease. I'm going to nip down to a well-known store to buy some more grey primer, because I've run out of grey primer. So I'm going to nip down there now, come back, degrease everything, and then hopefully Ben will give me a little heads up. And yeah, we'll see if we can get a little bit of this primer on today, and maybe one coat of grey, one coat of gloss. So yeah, I'm off down there now, and I'll join you back in a minute. Give it a real good shake. So this is just the grey primer, just this grey primer there. So yeah, giving it a good shake, and we'll lay down the first coat on this small piece and just see what happens. So I'm just going to give this a real light coating. Just at the bottom bit first. a little bit around the edge. You're not going to see a great deal of this. It's only the front really that you see. I think it's about the 20th of February, so we're not, and at the minute we've got a bit of a warm spell, so at the minute this shouldn't take that long to dry. So I'm hoping between sprays we can go quite quickly between sprays. So I'm going to do, this is round the right way round for a minute, so I'm going to try and spray all the stuff that I can see, and then I'm going to turn it around. Don't need to go around the edges too much, because it's only this front edge that you can see. So I'm just going to give it a light coat. If I miss a couple of bits, I'm not really that bothered, because I'm going to go over it again in a minute anyway, and once it's dried. As you can see, I've got the door open, so all you screaming that I should have a mask on, you're absolutely probably right. Panther Black plus D is on here. So this has dried really well. So it looks like I've covered everything. It doesn't look too bad. I'm not going to say it's absolutely perfect because I don't do this for a living, but I think it's pretty good. I'm hoping Ben's going to like it. So Ben's here with me now. I don't know whether you can see him, but Ben's here now. So I've just asked him what his thoughts are. So what do you think?
Looking very good, very good. I love the way that the Ford badge has come out. Really love that.
Because it is slightly embossed, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it does stand a little bit proud. But yeah, it's just I'm literally on the first coat of lacquer now, mate.
Yeah.
So hopefully
that's when the gloss is gonna really show out.
Gonna pop out, yeah.
Yeah.
So I am literally gonna do this. I'm gonna coat this probably twice, mist coat it twice, and then give it a real good one on the third one.
Yeah.
And then that's where it's gonna stay for a couple of days. I think we're gonna put it back in on Sunday, aren't we? So what's it, Friday now? So it can stay in here for at least the rest of the day tonight, and it's supposed to be reasonably warm over the next couple of days as well. So
yeah, 15, 16 degrees in February. It's quite amazing, isn't
it? Yeah, definitely. So yeah, let's give this a go now, see what happens. Ooh, that's a good start.
They've got good spray nozzles, haven't they? Them ones, because they're like a wide pattern rather than a jet, aren't they?
Yeah, it does. As long as you shake it, it comes out really nice.
That is the dumb thing, really. Like 2 light mist coats and then a heavier.
Is that how you would do it? That's how you would do it anyway.
Yeah. You put a bit on first to allow that to bond with it.
And then if you go this way, it gives you enough. You can get into the top.
Yeah, that's going to be a quality.
So as you can see, I think it came out rather well. We did 3 coats of Black Panther in the end. It dried off really well. I managed to get 2 mist coats of lacquer over the top and then a real heavy coat of lacquer. It stayed in the shed for at least 24 hours, over 24 hours I reckon. And then we're going to fit it to the van, but that's on the next video. So stay with us, stay tuned if you can, and look out for the next video, which should drop pretty soon. And yeah, there's a couple of other bits on there as well. So see you on the next one. Don't be late.